Hi everyone, let's talk about this lunar eclipse that happens on the 18th of September. It's a full supermoon, so we have a few things happening at the same time. 18th of September in 25 degrees of Pisces. Full moon, as every month, obviously is time for closures, completions, things like that. It's about things coming to some kind of fruition. But also it's a supermoon, so it's a full supermoon, meaning that the moon is at its closest position in its orbit to the earth, which usually gives us a stronger expression of the symbolism of the full moon. In nature, it usually brings some kind of seismic activity, disruptions on the earth, right? Seismic activity, potentially floods as well, especially that this supermoon, this full moon, full supermoon, moon is actually conjuncting Neptune, so it will bring water, floods. It's a flood of emotions, but also flood of real, genuine water. So we can expect some seismic activity, but also floods, unfortunately, around that time or in the build up to the 18th of September. But also, importantly, this full moon is also a lunar eclipse. It's a partial lunar eclipse. Eclipse happens when nodal nodes, moon nodes, are the nodal axes are very close to the luminaries. The closer they get, the more full eclipse we have. Total eclipse we have, but this time it is a partial eclipse because there are still a few degrees of the nodal axis being away from the luminaries, from the sun and moon. But anyway, I think the eclipse energy is the most important one in this whole event, because full moon, we have full moon every month, every around 29 days. So we wrap things up. It's time for completion, culmination, things coming to fruition, light shining on certain areas of our life, depending where the moon falls during the full moon. But this time we've got lunar eclipse. So eclipses bring permanent changes, and this is something that is going to play out over the coming 6 months. Usually, over the 6 months after the eclipse, this is where the events unfold and happen. But over 18 months, we observe more permanent changes altogether. So eclipses are quite important astrological events. Because it's a lunar eclipse, it's all about endings. It is happening on the full moon. So we wrap things up, we end things, we come things to completion, to fruition. Wonderful time, to drop some habits, for example. So this lunar eclipse is very much about shedding things from the past, letting go of habits we no longer need. It's about releasing energies or people or habits we no longer want in our life. It's about real serious endings and real letting go. Okay, so lunar eclipse, 18th of September. Let go. If you want to end a relationship, fantastic time to do it. If you want to let go of some addiction, for example, great time to try doing it, because you have a promise from the universe that this will bring some proper, serious, long-lasting, permanent changes. It is all about ending, letting go. I think I've stressed it enough. Okay, so it's really important to see where these two opposing houses are affected. Sun and moon opposing each other, full moon, very close to nodal axis. The nodal, this full moon is on the axis of Pisces, the moon, and Virgo, the sun. So it is an axis of serving others, either on a practical level, Virgo, being of service, or on a more spiritual healing level, Pisces. Also, it is about sacrifice, it is about health theme, purifying, healing energies, hygiene, focus on hygiene and our everyday duties, everyday habits as well. So this will come to light. These areas will come to light during this lunar eclipse. But also have a look which houses are affected, because these are the areas of your life where you truly will be given an opportunity to end things, okay, to complete something or let go of something you no longer need permanently for good. The moon is conjuncting Neptune, as I mentioned before. So in terms of seismic activity, we may experience some floods, for example. Neptune is all about water, it's about oceans, but it is also about emotions. It is about sacrifice, it is about healing, it is about spirituality, creativity, intuition, but also on a negative level, it is about deceptions, illusions. Neptune symbolizes media as well. So we could notice, actually, we could experience some kind of disillusionment, deceptions, or also a theme of sacrifice may come to surface around this time of the lunar eclipse. But let's focus on the positive expression of the moon conjuncting Neptune, which is all about intuition, spirituality, but also creativity, dance, music, art, meditation, anything to do with religion and spiritual energy. So, you know, listening to our dreams, listening to our intuition, this is the great time to do it. But also, let's remember again, last time I'm going to repeat it, this lunar eclipse on the 18th of September in 25 degrees of Pisces. This is all about letting go, ending something you might have been struggling with for a very long time. It was difficult to let go. Either it was difficult to really end this relationship, walk away from somebody, or wrap up some energy you no longer need in your life, or it could be about letting go of this habit, destructive habit or an addiction. Now is your time in the run up to this lunar eclipse. So the few days, let's say 16th, 17th, 18th of September is your time to do it. So good luck, and I'll see you next time.